guys, this is Panzer 36. Today I'm going to be doing a quick update once again on my Cougar and my Panzer II, and also going to show you a bit of stuff that I'll be doing on the Panzer II. So for the Panzer II here, I've, as you can see, painted the camouflage pattern. And it's some mud and stuff on the sides of it. Yeah. The camo, first it was with XF60 and XF57, but then it was too pale and I didn't really like it, so then what I did was I added some Tri-Art yellow oxide, basically mustard yellow, like a thin coat of that over it. Then it was quite yellow, but then after that I did some tinting with like the XF60 again, so it toned it down. And then the colors I used hull red and NATO green. I don't know, I was told that this is 61 dark green what would be a good color to use for the camouflage pattern, but it's basically black, like it's really dark drab, so I had to go over and respray with the green, but that all worked out well and I've got a nice camouflage pattern. As you can see, I just kind of did simple stripes. I'm not exactly the best person at airbrushing camouflage, and also weather like doesn't really help you airbrush very much. Like it's the cold air makes it harder to like spray. The air is colder or something like that. I don't know. No, it's just that the airbrush doesn't spray very well in the cold, so I have to, like, it's less forgiving. The paint has to be basically perfect mixture and stuff like that. Also, if the paint gets too cold, if I'm spraying for too long, the paint gets cold and then it doesn't spray at all. Basically, yeah. So spraying in the cold doesn't work very well, so I have to do it quite quick. But still, it worked out quite well. I'm happy with the result that I have right now. And then I did the wheels with rubber black 85. Wherever it says it there. Yeah. And then I went over some MIG pigments, well, the Vallejo pigments. It's like dark earth, I guess burnt umber. And then a little bit of dusting and stuff with the dry mud, which I'm basically out of, so I'm going to have to go buy some more stuff. But these pigments are really nice, because they cost about the same as one of these, but you know, it's like twice the size. So I'm probably just going to go with the Vallejo things, and I can't buy MIG pigments or AK stuff at my local hobby shop. So I just have to go with Vallejo, and I don't know, I just got these washes at a show. So speaking of washes, next I'm going to be doing the entire brown wash. Where is it? Nail wash for, I think it's dark US vehicles, but whatever. I don't care, it works well. Nice brown wash. And then also some work with the track wash, maybe on the tracks. With the mud, once I've applied the tracks, which I have done. Basically I just painted them black and then did the same pigments on them. Nothing special there. I got some mud on the back. What I do is I basically put white glue down, mixed with water so it's a bit thinner, and then I take the MIG or the pigments with like a spoon or something like that and like tap them onto it, like tap, and then they kind of fall onto it. Then when it dries, I can just scrape off the extra stuff, and it spreads nicely around. And I did that on the sides here and on the front. I also did some streaking and stuff. I did a bit of like mud streaking along the sides and stuff like that. I don't know if you can really see it. I'm kind of covering the whole thing with my hand. But I kind of like, here's a bit of mud streaking. Probably can't see it on the camera. Same thing on this side. Got out here. Yeah, but next up, wash. Probably, actually, I'm going to do the decals first. And then the wash with the various washes stuff. Also, I did the AK heavy chipping fluid stuff. Hopefully I was going to do something with that, but no, because the acrylic paint, this stuff, which is, it's not airbrushing paint, it's like literally acrylic paint used to paint with, like with a paintbrush and stuff. So basically you add a tiny little drop of that and then like fill the whole thing with thinner, and it's like the right mixture. But yeah, that does not chip, it just stays there. It's basically like enamel stuff, it doesn't come off. So, I don't know, it's nice right now, I like it. The chipping probably would maybe add a little bit too much because there's already 3 colors on there. So, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to add some decals that are from various kits. The wash has been applied now. Not really complicated. If you know how to do a wash, basically you just put it on and then let it sit for like 5 minutes. And then I kind of work it around with a paintbrush and take most of it off. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a bit of like chipping and mud work on some of the tools down there, with the shovel and stuff like that. The fire extinguisher that I added. Other than that, I haven't done anything. I'm going to wait for this to dry because it's still wet right now. Oh, I also did some highlighting on Blue Titanium. But other than that, it is almost finished pretty much. All I gotta do now is decals and maybe some like rust and stuff like that, a little bit of work. But I want this to look like a fairly like new vehicle, even though it's like would be, I don't know, 6-7 years old this time. It was just freshly painted in this camouflage. So I'm gonna just do a bit of a light work on it. Nothing too destructive or special, I don't know. It's quite good right now though. Maybe just a bit of chipping. Now that the wash is dry, I'm going to be putting the tracks onto the bottom of the hull. As you can see, I did not glue it onto the top of the hull because that's like some slide-in mechanism, because there's supposed to be like a batteries and an engine in here if you buy like the Japanese version of this kit or whatever. So I chose not to glue it together so I could add the tracks on in an easier way. And the tracks are right here. I just give them kind of like a rusty, dirty finish, I guess. I'm just going to attach them on with super glue, Gorilla Glue. This stuff bonds to rubber tracks quite well, actually. Most things don't, but I'm just going to basically put it on. Nothing complicated. Maybe put it on the tracks. Actually, I can take these off. I left the idler wheels. You can't see what I'm doing because my hand's in the way, but I left the idler wheels unglued, so I should be able to take them off if I can get the polyclip caps to undo, which I probably can't. So I'll just do it this way. Now you should be able to see what I'm doing. Last time I built this kit, I just kind of glued them on, like off the model, and then stuck them on after. That didn't work too well. I honestly have no idea how I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to figure it out. So I have resorted to gluing them together like I did last time. Just the parts where you're supposed to melt it and like put it back together, which doesn't actually work. Just put on some super glue, and now I'm weighing them down like this to make sure they glue properly together. And I'm just gonna stretch them out and get them on. And the ugly part where like the things go into the holes, you know, I'll just put that kind of like over the back. I think I'll put that kind of here under the fender there, just to camouflage it, because that part usually looks a little ugly. You can buy some nice model cast and tracks for this kit if you want to spend like 35, $40 on something for a kit that costs like $6. That's how much I paid for it. I know this one I got from Gyrus, but on this like 100 subscriber giveaway. But the last one I built, I think I got that for like $6. And it was a great beginner kit. So yeah, if you're a beginner and you want to buy a kit, buy this one or Toledo one, just because they're like the easiest ones. Now you can see that I've applied the tracks onto the model. Yeah, just kind of stretch them out after I glued them and put them on. And the parts where they connect are on both sides, to right about there, just so that they're hard to see. You still can't see them though, but it's okay. You don't really notice that part when you look at the tank. Normally like this, like that. So next up, I'm gonna be doing some decaling before I do like the final finish and a bit of dusting, and I'm gonna tone down the decals a bit. So now I'm going to add some microcell, which kind of helps the decal adhere to the model and kind of stick to it better and form around it. Onto the place where I'm going to be adding the decals, and then I've got the decals soaking in some warm water. I'm just going to be applying this normally with a paintbrush. So I just put like a thin coat of it over the area where it's going to be, just right there, in case you didn't notice me painting that on, which is highly unlikely, but whatever. I'll take my decal and a hobby knife. This decal is from a Toledo Panzer FSV. Alright, that looks good. Just add a little bit more microcell onto the top of it. Oh, sorry here. I just stuck it on. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side, and then adding some German bulk and crosses. One beside the turret there, and then one on the side kind of about here, and the same box thing on the other side, which is by the turret, and then one on the rear plate, I think. Yeah, probably. I know, I'm just kind of guessing, because there's only one of these vehicles made, and I'm just kind of, this vehicle's, I don't know, like the 4th Panzer Division Normandy, which is a Sturmgeschütz group or whatever. At least this is a Sturmgeschütz battalion with these markings. So I'm just kind of, fictionizing or whatever camo. If they'd made more of these, just have a little bit of leeway. Because it's not a strictly like accurate 100% vehicle. I just kind of put a Panzer IV gun on the front of it, and some armor, and some tracks. And that's pretty much it, but still, I don't know. It could be like completely different on the back, but I don't know, because the picture only shows the front. Hopefully it's good though. And now here's the tank after I've applied the decals. As you can see, I've got bulk and cross there, and one on the side there. And then I've got one on the back. Another one on that side, along with another 4th Panzer Division marking on the turret. And so I used some nice thick Vulcan crosses, kind of like the thing you see in Normandy. Once you see it, like on other times, sometimes was very thin, like it was more black with a little bit of white on the sides. But then once you see Normandy, it's a lot. The white along the outside of the crosses is a lot thicker. So I use these, which are from a Panzer IV Dragon one. And so now I have I put on some dull coat to kind of like seal the decals in and to make the shininess of them go away. Then I put on some pigments, so that decals like that one, the cross, and that cross, and the one on the back there. I use some of the brown pigment because they are on parts that are kind of reddish brown. And for, like basically the other half of that one, and the 4 there, and I guess that one, I used a yellow pigment because they're kind of over parts of the tank that are yellow. With that one I used the brown in it again. And then that kind of toned them down and made them seem a little faded and a little bit weathered with this tank. So I'm pretty much done now. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do next. So I'll be putting that in the next update. I think I might paint the tools, because sometimes they were painted along with the tank, sometimes they weren't. So that's basically done. I'll have some photos of that up on ISM soon. And for my Cougar, I've been doing this. I finished the entire hull, the lower hull part, and I've yet to complete or to even start the turret. But Storm, I was having a conversation with him earlier today. He told me that the UN camouflage is incorrect because the Cougar late version, or the improved version, did not serve as a UN vehicle under the Canadian Armed Forces. I don't know why it has Canadian flags on it though. So I shall be doing this green stuff, but this should allow me to do some nice color modulation stuff. So I'm going to try see how good I can do some color modulation. And yeah, so that's just going to be simple NATO green, which I'm going to buy some more of, but whatever. At least I didn't buy the paint for the UN one yet. And also I must give everybody a huge thank you. I hit 100 subscribers, I think last week, Monday, which was exactly 2 weeks after I hit 50, which was 5 months after I hit 0. So basically, my first one, I guess. So I have to thank all you guys for watching my videos, leaving nice comments, subscribing, stuff like that. It really helps me, lets me know that people are enjoying my videos and they're helping people out. Yeah, so thank you guys all so much. Hopefully I have some kind of subscriber video up soon, but I have no idea what I'm going to do for it. Now there's a museum nearby that has a whole bunch of tanks and planes and stuff in it. I could bring you guys some footage of that if you want. It's mostly Canadian tanks, but maybe that'll help some of you guys on your on our Heroes group build. Like there's like Churchills and a bunch of planes, lots of artillery and stuff like that. Panther tank, Matilda, Jag Panzer IV. I could go on forever. A whole bunch of Shermans. Churchill bridge laying thing. That's cool. One of the AVREs, I think they are. Yeah, plenty of awesome stuff in that museum. Yeah, so hopefully I can bring you guys some footage of that sometime soon. I'm not sure if that'll be now or maybe for 200 subscribers, but yeah. So thanks so much, guys, for watching my videos and stuff. So guys, this is Panzer 36. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.